I think you've done a really good job of using different platforms to brand yourself. And when I look back, I always think about reaching out there is always a little bit of the insecurity of mental toughness that some people just don't have to take the chances to put themselves out there. And I feel like for you to be as successful as you are with all the different things you do, you have to have a certain level of grit that I just don't feel like a lot of people have anymore. They just want the instant internet sensation. So talk a little bit about a guy who's come from the ground up and really had to work through adversity to continually reinvent himself. What is the key to that kind of mental grit and perseverance to make sure you keep not getting stale and comfortable?
This is a lot, right? So when you start talking about this is a lot. And this is something that I'm constantly studying and researching and trying to develop. And I read a lot. But the idea of grit and perseverance and mental toughness, the one thing that we have to be careful of, and coaches do this a lot, or people do this a lot, is that, oh, you're born with it. That's a mistake, because to suggest that somebody is born with it, it means that no one else can have it unless you're born with it. And I don't believe that for one bit. And the more and more I do research on it, and the more and more I look back at my life, the less I think that you're born with it. In fact, I don't believe that you're born with it at all. At all. I think it is developed, it is nurtured through years and years and years. Now, oftentimes we may not understand we were nurtured early on, but somewhere in there it was nurtured. So for me, I ain't gonna lie, man, I was kind of a punk growing up, right? I was kind of a punk. And I think that just years and years and years of dabbling with like jujitsu and dabbling in MMA and dabbling in different things and putting myself out there, I learned to develop it. But I had to be patient with myself. And that's the key, is to be patient with yourself. And, from a coaching perspective, when they're dealing with athletes, they go, oh, you're either born with it or you're not. And I go, that's not true. You can develop it, but you have to be patient. But coaches and people don't have the patience to deal with people to do it. So they go, you're born with it. And if you're not born with it, get out of here. It's not true. It's not true. You have to really, really, really be patient with yourself in terms of what you can handle, and just taking off just small bites at a time. When you start doing jujitsu, like the first day you walk into a jujitsu gym, you walk in there nervous. Like no one walks in there like, oh, I can't wait. Well, some people might, I can't wait to beat people up, right? Some people might, but the reality is most people walk into a jujitsu gym and are like, they're nervous. And then they deal with that. That's a little bite. They get that and then they deal with that. So mental toughness starts to build there. And then as they go on, they take on smaller little bites. Oh, I'm going to train with this guy. He's a lot better than me. Scary, but I'm going to do it. But that's just the way it is. It's just small little bites at a time, until, for me now, I feel like nothing bothers me. I feel like, especially looking for a fight. That was, Dana and Matt would make me do all the crazy stuff. So it would always scare the hell out of me, but I had to do it all. So again, mental toughness is something that anybody can have as long as you're patient with yourself and you take it as small chunks at a time.